Today is Tuesday, December 20th. The weekend projects, Friday and Saturday, I continued cleaning out the east greenhouse and refilled the third stall here on the green waste bins. Had sunk to quite a bit down, and so I climbed in on top of it and walked on it, got it compacted down to about halfway. So then I filled it all up and compacted it, got lots more chicken manure and whatnot in it, and then started on filling this fourth extra long, the 8-foot bay there, and just got it started. It's a very large bay, so it'll take a bit more to fill it. There's probably enough material in the west greenhouse to at least make a dent in it. The last week has been quite cold. Our lowest temperature was Sunday morning at 1 degree, and we've had 2 or 3 days at 2 and 3 degrees in the mornings, with daytime highs in the 20s, so Fahrenheit. So it's been fairly cold. Things have been fairly frozen. I was going to work on the ice skating rink on the volleyball court out back, but this next week it's supposed to warm up to be in the 40s, as we'll get some rain and snow. And so I was afraid that it would melt it because the sun is on it too much. If I had more shadow or shade on it, I think it would stay frozen even through it, because the period of time that it's above 40 during the day is relatively short, except we have one 24-hour period where it's forecast to be above freezing with the storms coming in. But I still think it could stay frozen if I could get it out of the sunshine. It's just when it clears up on a clear day, we get a lot of sun. And it wouldn't melt it unless we have some shade on it of some sort. So that's what the trees are planted back there. They should grow up and shade that, but that's going to take a few years. Possibly next year I'll try to put up a shade cloth around it to see if that might make a big difference. We'll see what January brings. Maybe I'll still get an opportunity to make the ice skating rink. I did get out one night when it was 3 degrees here 2 weeks ago and sprayed it down really well, but then 2 days later the temperatures rose to 40 degrees for 2 days, and all the water I sprayed into it melted. So I was a little discouraged. So that's why when I saw that we would have 5 or 6 days below freezing, but then it was going to rise again, I decided to hold off. If we get 2 weeks, for a 2-week forecast with below freezing temperatures in January, I'll go for it. See if I can get a skating rink built this year. We have a lot of other things happening on the farm. The chickens are really making a good use of the cow manure that I put over in that composting hill. They've been kicking it down, spreading it, stirring in their own manure, and aerating it, doing a very good job. And it's been, with all of the snow and whatnot on it, it's been very warm. It's hot. You can see it steaming. I don't think you can see it in the video, but it's steaming well enough that the trough on the side has stayed pretty well defrosted. Even on the single-degree mornings, I can just come out and break the ice and leave it, and it'll melt it during the day. Once the temperature gets up into the 20s, it's still, the hill's warm enough that it'll just defrost it. So that's been great. The top one's been freezing hard because it's not warming underneath of it. Probably not enough water or something, so I'm going to need to move it and put it down on the side and then get some water in that part of the top of the hill. I'm making the garden plan for this next year. I've been working on that for the last 2 weeks, and it's coming together, and I'm getting so excited for this coming season for planting and trying to make a number of small improvements in various areas. Just make an improvement in every area, every aspect of our farming, so that it will pick it up a level and make it less difficult on ourselves and get much better production. Also looking forward to planting the west hugel bed over there along the driveway with trees this next year. We got water into it this last year. We got snow going into it now, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a lot of trees going on that this next year. Along with filling in this bed, which burned this spring when we put all of the trees in. We had the majority of them burn because the hill had so much heat in it. But we got lots of water in this hill, and it has cooled down finally. And the top of the hill is now frozen. There are a few spots where it does melt itself off. So it has still some warm spots inside. But the hill has cooled considerably. So that means we are well into our decomposition process. And I believe this next year that we'll really be able to get this hill to take off. We'll plant trees all down it again and get it going. Anyway, don't mean to share too many plans. We've got lots of plans for this coming season. Very excited. We're thrilled about our new little farm member here. I almost forgot to mention. If we can see him here. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. But we have a calf. A brand new little calf here. And he's a real delight. I'm grateful to have a new little calf here. You can't see him. He's on the other side of that. I believe he's on the other side of the feed troughs. Let's see, I'll walk to the other side. Oh, yeah, he is there. You can see him. He's laying down. He's just right there. He's laying down. You can just see his toss of his ears and his body. He's just brown. Beautiful little calf. And Tina's been a good mom to get him through these cold temperatures, getting him up and walking him and whatnot in the night. Been doing a good job. All right, well, have a great week.